Hi, I'm Mary Ellen Collins. I want to talk to you today about mask. So let me put my mask on first and begin talking to you because really I want to speak to us. I want to speak to all of you about masks. They're part of our present reality right now. But you know what? We've always worn masks. We hide behind our mask. We it's part of who we are. We've always had masks. They serve as a barrier for you to see me as I really am. What are your masks? What are the things that you're hiding behind? Are they real? If I haven't met you yet, I am Mary Ellen Collins. I'm the founder of the Motherless Daughters Ministry and the executive director. I'm so pleased that you have chosen to spend your precious time with me right now. I'm bringing you this Monday morning ministry moments. Every week, you'll receive a short message that is connecting all of us together. It could be words of encouragement. It could be something that is knowledge from our 20 plus years of working with motherless daughters all over the world. It could be quotes you can connect with. And today, I want to give you some thoughts that would challenge you to look within yourself. So, as you're listening to me, you have three things I want you to do to encourage involvement. I want you to identify other motherless daughters. And if you can, share this message with them. If this message is speaking to you, hit the like button and let us know. Tag somebody in the comments if they should also watch this video. Then if you can relate to this video, we want to hear from you. We want to share your thoughts and your questions in the comments section. We will respond to every comment. This ministry was created for you, to empower you, to educate you, to support you, to walk with you, and to help you and other motherless daughters on your healing journey. So let's talk about mask. Mask hides smiles. I miss seeing smiles. It's only if somebody smiles with their eyes that you really can see into their soul. You can get a glimpse there. The other thing about mask is, boy, do they make you listen harder. Just hear right now the difference in my voice when my mask is on. Listening is really hard. And when you are the speaker and you have a mask on, what you're going to be is what someone else hears, may be the same, may be different, but it really, if you're the listener, it's hard work. Listening was always hard, but it's much harder today. I have to deviate here and tell you a story that I experienced. That I don't know if any of you have ever heard about the Walk to Emmaus, but it's a spiritual retreat. And in the Walk to Emmaus, after you go through the walk, there are monthly gatherings where people will gather together and they will talk about how God has shown up in their life, and they will have an open mic session. So anyone who wants to talk and share can go do that. So I go to an Emmaus gathering and there is an open mic and people are coming up, talking about what's going on in their life. And one woman comes up to the mic and she talks 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 and she talks. And you can tell the whole group of people are getting restless and they're not listening anymore. There's some little bit of underlying grumbling. You can see people moving around. And there was a man sitting next to me, and he leaned over to me and he said, "You're not listening." And I went, "Whoa, he's right." Then he said to me, "If you were up there speaking, you would want someone to listen to you. She's bearing her soul. Listen to her." Whew, that was a real powerful message. But probably this, the thing that is the most startling is when this gathering was over, I never saw that man again. He simply disappeared. Now, whether that was an angel giving me a message or not, but it was really hard. See, listening is hard work. Then there's social distancing. Wow, right now we just really need human contact. We need to be touched. We're that's how we're geared. I feel parched from the lack of touching. I could really use a good hug right now. No virtual hug. I mean a really real person bear hug. When was the last time that you were hugged or that you could hug someone? It's been a while. We all have masks we hide behind. Sometimes we have things that we really, really work hard at trying to hide. We may not want anyone to know that about us because maybe it's something that we really think is ugly or whatever. It could be we've worn that mask for so long that it's become part of who we are, whether it's real or not. We get up each morning, we get dressed, and we put our mask on. And it becomes part of our daily routine. But where do these masks come from? They come from the tapes that are played in our head. And you say, tapes? What are the tapes? Well, the tapes are the things that you were programmed with, that you heard over and over and over again until you believed them. And they've stuck with you for many, many years. I will tell you, some of the tapes that I heard after when I was growing up, I lost my mother when I was 15. And after that time, some of the tapes I heard were just amazing. They're horrible. I heard, listen to these. I heard, you will never make anything out of yourself. No one will ever really love you. You will never be good enough. You will never be a good mother. Well, one of the courses that we offer is the Emotionally Upset Mother course in the Motherless Daughter Ministry. And women participate in an exercise called FEAR, F-E-A-R. So they're asked to identify those tapes that they've heard playing in their head forever and ever and ever, and the emotions that come along with those tapes. Then they're asked to write true statements that contradict those messages. With the help of others, sometimes it's friends, family, neighbors, they surround those tapes with truths. So let me tell you one of my tapes and give you an example of how I contradicted the tape I heard. I mentioned before that I was told that I will never make anything out of myself. Well, that's not true. I have a PhD. I'm executive director of the Motherless Daughters Ministry. I've written a book. Another example, you will never make a good mother. That was so, that tape, when I went through infertility studies in my earlier years, that tape circled on and on and on. It was on replay because I thought they're right. Well, that's not true. I have a wonderful daughter. I'm a grandmother. I have people from other countries who call me mom. These tapes are false evidence appearing real. F-E-A-R. They are part of the mask I wore for many years. I took off this mask. What mask are you wearing? What tapes play in your head? Take off your mask and really look at yourself. Are they false evidence appearing real? Explore what is real and what contradicts them. Have a wonderful week. And I will talk to you next Monday.